Alright, we are returning. It's not focusing, is it? Oh no. Wakey wakey. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're returning with this set. And we're going to do Diagonal 2. And it's been ages since I did this. Because I've been terrible at videos. And I really shouldn't be doing it now because I wanted to go do a few other things. But we will. So this desk hasn't been tidied, so don't expect it to be. If I was to spend all day tidying it, I'd never get this video done. So let's do this. There's some wheels. We're just going to chuck the tyres into there. I know that. Why is there an extra wheel? Oh, there's a spare wheel on the back of the car. Ooh, that's quite handy. So yeah, it's good car news today. I didn't actually do any work on my car, except try to take the petrol out of one car, which is didn't quite go as well as I was hoping. Like, I got some petrol out, but I think I need a longer hose. So that was the thing. It's something I've been meaning to do for a long time. So remove the petrol out of the car before it becomes a problem, which it probably already has. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The other car, I put the battery in, and this is one they had a fuel pump problem with. They both have fuel pump problems, but one of them is a lot easier to fix than the other one. Where's the page? And last time I tried, the battery that I had for it died, and you have to crank it a lot to get the fuel up the fuel line from the fuel tank. So I never really quite got there in the end. So I thought I'd try it again. And yeah, after a fair amount of cranking the starter motor, using the battery from my other car, which I don't really like doing because I think they're kind of different, but eventually it started and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually fixed the car. Well, I haven't fixed it, like I haven't actually driven it anywhere, but I got the engine working. What is that little bit of stuff on there? That's not me. What is all this? Hold on. I don't know what that is. I think that might be something off the table. But anyway, I can't imagine that was something in the so it looked like maybe my fingers are bleeding. Anyway, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. So yeah, I did get a car. I managed to get a car partially working by diagnosing it myself and repairing and replacing the parts. So I'm quite chuffed with that because it's not something I ever thought I would have done. I still have to fix the car that I actually drive, not the car that I just kept as a memento for years. It's a car I learned to drive in, and I'm reluctant to give it away. And you know, it's a cool car. It just has lots of bodywork issues and things, but the engine is seemed to run quite well. So I'm just going to have to buy a proper battery for it, and actually try moving it. It will be the next step, which will be the exciting next step. But that was the exciting thing for the day, and I was all like, "Yay, I did it! Gosh, I can't believe it! I actually did it!" So chuffed. But other good news that's Lego related, that's not car related, is there's an ant on there. There was an ant. It's gone. What was I going to say? I'm missing these pieces here. Yeah, my favourite shop that sells Lego, which I got this one from. I went back again. So this was reduced to clear, and it was $20, which was pretty expensive. But then I went back. I didn't pay $20 for this. I think I paid less. Anyway, I went back the next week, and it had dropped in price even more. So I bought another one for like $11 or something. Or might have been less than that. Might have been $9. But anyway, it was cheap than originally. And I left one there in the shop because I thought, well, I'll come back the next week. And the one there was one left in the shop. I had like a tattered box that was half open. I thought, well, no one's going to buy that one, even if it's on special. So I'll just come back next week and it will be even cheaper. But someone did actually buy that one. But the cool thing is, yeah, look at this. It's different colours on each side. I got some other sets, including my favourite. I can't even reach it. I ended up getting, I think, 2 or 3 more of this, 2 more I think, including that's way more cheaper than I bought this one for. They dropped in price a lot, and I got another one of the shark ones, and a whole bunch of Lego Friends sets that I just randomly checked the price of, and they had dropped quite a lot, including one of them was down to like $4 for a set, for quite a big set. Oh, I can't show them because they're not here. But I didn't go buy all of those. I left a couple because I thought no one's actually going to think they're on special, because there's no indication that they're on special. So I'll just come back next week and I'll get the last ones. And also because I feel bad when you buy all these sets that are way cheaper than they would normally be. Because, you know, I'm buying them from a shop that's in a relatively poorer area of the city. And I'll put a sticker on it. I don't want to put a sticker on it. So that goes there, but it could look cool. What does it look like? It's like, oh, it's the license plate, or the indicator number. So that's the front of it, and that's, I guess this is meant to be mud that's accumulated on the side or something. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way the car looked in the. And where did I put the box? I was like, well, they don't actually have the photo from the movie to compare it to. So I don't know if they've ever done that. Have they ever done that? So yeah, so I got a bunch of Lego Friends sets and a couple of other random. I think I know a city set that I've already done, but it was like $2 or something. Like one of the little small ones that I normally pay like $13 for was $2, so I got that one. So that was cool. And a Harry Potter set that is interesting. So that was unexpected. That was just like, well, this one seems like it's quite old. The trick is you got to go to these shops and you got to be like, oh, okay, so what sets were like from last season? Because the last season ones are the ones that are going to be. And if they're like really nice and they're like the Lego Friends, sometimes they change the detailing on the boxes, right, every year, and you're like, oh, okay, that's a previous year one. But you can't always do that. Sometimes they just look all the same. So, you know, I've got a bunch of new sets to do, which is quite cool. And hopefully there'll be some more. I haven't like checked every single, because I'm not expecting. I didn't go along and go, well, oh, there'll be some Star Wars sets that are on a special reduced declare. So I don't actually bother checking the prices on the sets because I don't know which ones are current or not. So this piece goes there, and that goes there. Oh, and I'll drop it. And I got a few more fake Lego sets. A bunch of those fridge magnet ones for 20 cents each. So, and another dinosaur one, which I'm not entirely sure I'm ever going to. Actually, I got a couple more of the dinosaur ones. They were real cheap, but they're all the same dinosaur, and it's like, they're not the dinosaur that I've already done on this channel. And that video was kind of a bit clunky, so I don't know if I'm going to do another one. I might just do the next one and then just like do the whole thing where I say I'm gonna like do most of it off camera, and then come in at the last minutes and say, look at what I've done. I made this dinosaur, and I've skipped all the tedious rubbish, and just show people. Not that anyone is going to care, because it's literally a reduced declare set that they don't sell anymore. So what's the point? Next page is put these things on. So this car is coming together. Nedry is going to be pretty chuffed with his new vehicle. He's going to drive around. I feel like I've done something correct. Okay, nothing has gone wrong here. Hopefully the camera is good, because I charged it up ages ago, but it hasn't been turned on for like a week. And I just really don't trust the batteries in this camera. Like, even though they're bought brand new, they are still aftermarket batteries, and you know how things are. Alright, so that goes there. So I had enrolled in a paper at university, at the University of Auckland, And then I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm going to actually have the time, and it's going to be expensive. So I cancelled, dropped my class. And then I'm like, I still kind of wanted to do something, and I feel like if I don't do something, like I keep putting it off. But I wanted something that I don't have to go into the university much for, like just once a day, once a week would be enough. So I checked at another paper that I was thinking of doing, and because I couldn't do it beforehand because it conflicted with the one that I'd already chosen to do. But now that I dropped the one that I had chosen, I could do the one that I hadn't chosen. That's maths for you. And so I ended up enrolling, but I haven't actually I mean, I still could pull out. It doesn't start till next week. But I might end up doing a paper in screenwriting, writing scripts for, I assume, TV shows and movies and stuff. Because I did do a media studies paper, a couple of media studies papers years ago, and I like to do some more media studies, but more like analyzing movies and stuff. But they don't. None of the options this semester are that interesting. So, but there was the screenwriting thing. I thought, well, that would be kind of cool, and that feels like a good thing to actually spend money on doing and studying, because it's a pretty big investment, and it's like, well, this would be actually really interesting and different, and feels like so that's what I'm doing, possibly. But then I had to go pay for it, and it turns out New Zealand's banking system is rubbish. And if you want to do a direct deposit, and they don't tell you their bank account number, you have to do this stupid system, which is just absolutely terrible. It's just not good. It's like I feel embarrassed to be a New Zealander when I realize just how terrible this is. But so they're like, oh, now I have to use my credit card, and it's like terrible, right? Because New Zealand, we were like pretty early adopters of EFTPOS, or card transactions in the world, like as far back as I can almost remember. So, at least one of the earlier. So we were like onto it, and we like doing electronic banking stuff. So why can't they get this sort of direct transfer from one account to another account thing working? But I don't know. It's just annoying. So then I'm like, well, I haven't paid yet because I don't want to pay credit card because they're going to charge me an extra fee, which comes up to like $20 because it's how much things cost, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to pay that. So yeah, long story, doesn't matter. So I might be doing a paper. So there we go. This is the can that he puts the embryos in. So I guess. I haven't even checked the camera. They could have all been, the whole video could have been blurred, and I wouldn't have known. 15 minutes left to go. Alright, so we're making this, and we've got this frog thing. I don't know why they're white. I don't actually understand the frog. Oh, maybe this is meant to be the embryo froggy thing. I don't know. No, I mean, I'm guessing it's a reference to the whole, they spliced in frog DNA and so on, but I'm not going to complain because that's honestly the first white frog I've ever had. So I've got quite a few of those frog board games that they produced years ago. So I've got a lot of like red and green and blue and those kind of frogs. So it's always good to get a new colour frog. Alright, yesterday I went to a local water reserve place, and they usually have lots of kingfishers, which are interesting little birds, and there were like a whole bunch yesterday, like at least 10 altogether, which is more than I normally see. And I always they're such a weird bird to see at the waterside because they look like little tiny birds. They look like tree birds, but they live at the water's edge. Strange. Anyway, we've made this. I was just saying that's the closest thing I can think to a frog story that comes to mind. So that was my frog story. That has nothing to do with frogs. There we go. Now I'm making the very last thing. I don't actually know what this is, but we've got quite a few pieces. So that's going to go there. Oh, it's the sign. We're making the sign. Right. This is the whole point of this entire exercise, is to make this silly sign. That better be a printed piece. Oh, it's not a printed piece. Well, we have to put the sticker on for that. I'm a bit disappointed that it's not a printed piece, because it's a circle one. It's hard to get the circle thing on correct. I thought they printed things that were just too fiddly to do by hand. I guess because this is probably aimed more at adults. They're like, well, you can suck it up and you can do it. You're an adult now. But I haven't done that very well. You see what I mean? It's like, no, you should print on circle things. Or I should do that, you know, I know they tell you to use soapy water or something, and then you can slide it around and then it sets in place. But I feel like I shouldn't have to. Well, that's, I don't know. Who cares? It's done now. I'm disappointed. I'm always going to be disappointed. I'm disappointed that it's not. Oh, it doesn't really look. It has to really be dead center. That's the thing with that one. So I'm gonna take points away just because I feel like that should be. Have I got this the right way around? I don't think I have. I think it goes. I don't know. It goes that way. All right. It does spin. All right, and we're almost done. So let's just finish this off. And then we're going to get 2 of these. And we're just going to go kaplonk. And then we're going to get this thing. I guess we have to do the stickers for this very last bit. I don't like doing this. I honestly wish they was printed pieces. Like if I'd bought like a big fancy set, I wouldn't be so fussed about some of the other pieces, but I feel like these ones should have been. Well, that's probably not the worst. And that one goes there. And then we turn the page. That surely. Oh no. All right, we'll put that. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll put the stickers on just because. A, I have another one of these sets in its box, so I don't care. And B, I've got lots of these pieces. And C, it is Jurassic Park, so. Oh my gosh. They may have had some Jurassic World sets on special, but I think they've all been taken. I probably wasn't enthusiastic enough about checking them out beforehand. But they do have a couple left. They have one more Jurassic Park one, which is like the big dinosaur one. The initial scene from the movie where they finally come to the dinosaurs. And that looks probably the CGI that's aged the most. Oh, I don't like the fact it's too hard to get these on perfectly. Like, I feel like, you know, it's fine having a sticker, because there's stickers for this thing here, because it doesn't matter if that's not perfect, and it doesn't matter if that one's not perfect. In fact, it kind of adds a bit of charm. But I feel like you really want these to be. And I don't want to have to be forced to do there. Oh, do I put the sticker thing on wrong? I put this on wrong. Hold on. Which way around does it go? I think it goes like that. Okay. What was I going to say? Forced to have to use soapy water, but it's done. It's done. We made the sign. It spins. Everyone can breathe, or a sigh of relief. Like, you know, these stickers. These things are fine. Like, you put those on the top of the car. Like, it would look pretty good with the stickers, but it's too late. It's a pretty good car, actually. Now that I picked it up, it feels pretty chunky and nice. It feels like one worth keeping up and not taking apart straight away. So, which is not surprising, given this is entirely a car set. But yeah, anyway, that was that. That was my very first Jurassic Park set, and I have done it. So it's over. This is a little control for robotic scorpion or something that I bought, and it never worked. I was kind of annoyed by that because I bought it brand new. Anyway, I did buy it brand new at a stock removal thing. I don't know what you call it when they're selling off things cheap. So it was kind of reduced to clear. But anyway, doesn't matter. I felt like it should still work, and it didn't work. So that was a set that was left at the shop. That would have been quite nice to get. And they had the other ones. They would have been fun. Like that one would have been fun because it had Malcolm. That one was probably the least interesting one because that's a 4+1, and that's the second. Like that would have been cool, but that wasn't even in the shop, so I was never going to get that one. That was never going to happen. But it was worth dreaming of for a moment. So thanks for watching, and catch you next time.